So let's come to seated on our mat. Here we are. Let's come to our breath. Sitting up nice and tall, long spine, shoulders back, drawn down and away. Eye gaze either down, cast, or even closing your eyes. And begin to come to your breath, noticing how the breath enters the body. And then let it go. And so we continue this nice slow inhale and exhale. Inviting you to add some words, a mantra, to your breathing to keep you focused right here in the moment. Some people use the words soft belly for the inhale and the exhale. I prefer to use the words inhale and exhale. And I invite you to choose any word that is meaningful for you. Just gently reminding you to keep yourself right here in the moment. That thoughts will come in, and you can acknowledge them without judgment, letting them go, not holding on to them, and then coming right back to the breath. And so we just continue this breath in and out, using the mantra to keep us focused here in the present moment. Starting to add just a little bit of movement. Maybe it's a little bit of sway, maybe it's some cat and cow. So just add movement to the breath. This is the yoga practice. This is the connection between the body and the breath. Continue to notice if thoughts are coming in and allow them just to gently pass by. So continue to breathe. With movement. Reach your arms to the sky, big inhale, and twist to the right. A little seated spinal twist, sitting up nice and tall. And finding that twist, looking over the back shoulder. And then both hands reach to the sky with a little back bend, and then a nice easy twist off to the other side. Continuing to breathe. And back to center again. Reach the hands up, interlace the fingers, let the head fall back, and lean over to the right side. Another little spinal kind of movement here. To center, and off to the left. And back to center again, rolling over tabletop position. Curl the toes underneath. Let the belly drop and the crown lift and the chest lift. Exhale, round and curl, tuck the toes and press away, cat stretch spine. And let's continue to do that a few times, inhaling and exhaling the whole way. Curling your toes under, lifting your knees just a little bit off the mat. See if you can hover right here, pressing the hands into the earth. And then pressing up to turbo dog, bent knee down dog, melting the chest back to the thighs, knees are bent. And go ahead and take a paddle of your feet. So paddle down, and then paddle down. And just kind of alternate that back and forth from one to the other. Before you settle down in down dog, feet are pointing just a little bit inward. Pressing the chest back, tail high, long spine. with breath. Walk your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, offer your heart, lengthen halfway. Exhale and fold. And inhale, rise again with a back bend. And hands to your heart center. Sun salutation, inhale up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Walk, step, jump, or float to plank pose. Hold plank or take the knees to tap. And then let's lower down nice and slow or take some push-ups. All the way to your belly or up dog or cobra. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Finding big, strong breaths here. Pressing away from the hands into the back body. Feeling the whole body stretching down dog. Shake your head yes. And as you shake your head yes, think of all the amazing and wonderful things you'd like to see manifesting in your life. And then shake your head no. Gently thinking about the things that no longer serve you, that need to go. Look to the top of your mat. Float, walk, jump, or step. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, rise again. This time again with a little back bend. And hands come into heart center. Inhale again. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Walk, step, jump, or float to the back of your mat. Lower down slow and controlled. Upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, press back down dog. Right leg reaches to the sky, lifts open, elevate, find space and movement. And then the right foot comes all the way through to low lunge. And we turn this back to the back of our mat for wide stance fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let it go. Maybe take some movement here. So we're just kind of warming the body up, feeling that beautiful, easy stretch. And gently turning back to the front of your mat in the low lunge. Left hand stays down either on a block or the earth. I love to use a block. Gives me really nice lift here to find this twisted lunge. Also, you might want to roll to the outside edge of one or even both of your feet here. Hand can remain in the sky or reach up and over, finding more opening in the side body. And then both hands come down, frame the foot again. Step back to plank. Lower down slow and controlled, or just simply press back to downward facing dog. So maybe you take the vinyasa or some push-ups. Meeting in downward facing dog. Left leg reaches for the sky, elevate up on the tiptoe, and open up hip on hip. Make some movement. And then we gently step through in between the hands, help it get there if it doesn't. And a little scoot up to the wide stance fold. Maybe bring your block with you. Right hand comes down to the earth, left hand to your hip for a twist. Again, hand can stay on hip, can wrap around or reach to the sky. Left hand down, right hand up, twist again. And then we release back down, come back over to the low lunge. Right hand down, left hand up. You can use the block or book for the twist here. Hand can reach to sky or up and across. Roll to one or both edges and find space. And find your breath. Release both hands down, step back to plank. Press to down dog child's pose or take vinyasa or push-ups. And meet me in downward facing dog. Long, slow breaths in the downward facing dog. Walk your hands gently back to your feet. And then roll to stand nice and slow. Add a back bend at the top. And then hands into heart center here at the back of your mat. First balancing posture, tree pose. Right foot comes to tap. Hold on if that's appropriate for you. If not, bring the foot up or keep it wherever it feels right. Find your balance, find your belly strong. For tree pose, hands at heart center first to find the balance. And then reach the hands to the sky. Noticing the quality of your breath, and if the thoughts are wandering, meandering off, bring them back. Hands to heart center, knee to chest. Let's kick the foot straight out without leaning back, feeling the quad. Let's do 10 pulses here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step forward lunge. With a back bend, maybe. Reach forward, hands either out or at heart center. Float your back leg up, warrior three. Hold on if you need to. Left knee to chest. Step down, inhale up. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, lengthen halfway and look. Walk, step, jump, or float to vinyasa, or just find downward facing dog. Gently walk your hands back to your feet. And let's hang in a forward fold, ragdoll heavy. Hand to elbow, elbow to hand hang. Maybe find a twist here. So find some movement organically here in the back of the mat. And then when you're ready to roll to stand with a back bend. Beautiful. Hands come into heart center. Left side tree pose. Foot can be right here on the earth, above or below the knee. Half lotus, whatever works. And then reach the hands to the sky. Feeling strong and capable in the posture and in your body. Bring knee to chest. If you need to step down or hold on, do that. Kick the legs straight out. And let's pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Step forward, crescent lunge. Right there. Beautiful. Breathe. Lean forward, hover, hands to heart or out. Airplane or stick. Hold on if you need to. It's a little windy out here. Finding this airplane pose. And the knee comes to chest. And we step down. Feet hip distance apart, hands on hips. And let's go ahead and find some movement here. Make some circles, or maybe even kind of tap out the kidneys. Sway a little bit. So yogis, make some movement here. Beautiful. Keep the breath moving. And keep the body moving until you're ready to come to stillness here at the top of your mat. Feet together, knees together, thighs together. Sit back, Utkatasana chair pose. Beautiful. Exhale and forward fold. Inhale and lengthen. And walk back, hold plank. Option to take the right knee down, side plank, or take full side plank. Maybe even lifting the leg up, finding more space. So yogi's choice here. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, plank again, press back, downward facing dog. Option for vinyasa or push-ups. Let's come forward and take a few if you're feeling strong this yoga practice. I'm just trying to get my strength back. And meeting back in down dog or continuing in a downward face. Coming forward again, left hand moves to center, left knee can come down, side plank, yogi's choice. Again, yogis, listening to the body, listening to the rhythm of the breath, noticing any sticky places, really tuning in to yourself here during practice, physically, emotionally, spiritually, just really tuning into the self. Giving yourself permission to feel whatever it is you're feeling. Coming back to plank, pressing back, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts to the sky, and we step through, this time warrior two, cartwheel open. Reach out, exalt your warrior. In any variation of the arms that feels comfortable. And let's find side angle pose. So the hand on the block, the knee is bent over the ankle. Chest is open, spinning, breathe. Or maybe you take a bind or a bird of paradise or something else here. Go ahead and take whatever it is that feels comfortable for you. Maybe you want to take a little more working on the core here, really holding that. And then coming back to the warrior two. Straighten out the front leg. Step the back foot in one full footprint. Hands come out again, and we tip this over, triangle pose. Very similar to the side angle, except the leg is straight. We're pressing through the big front toe and opening up the shoulders to stack and hip to open. This is such a beautiful opening posture for the body. Shoulders and hips. And then let's exalt the triangle by lifting through the body and up to the sky. Cartwheel the hands down to a block or to your book, or if you want, to the floor. Come up on the back tiptoe if need be, and then bring the chest and the chin close to the front leg. Really feeling the back of the right leg, and if you can get that back heel to drop, feeling the back of the left leg as well. Head to knee pose. The left hand stays down inside the right foot, either on a block or on the earth, and the right hand comes to the hip for a twist. Try to get the back heel down for revolved triangle reach. Beautiful. Keep opening and twisting through the body, keep pressing through the feet, the thighs scissoring together. Both hands come down again. We step forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, rise again. And heart center. Beautiful. Take a few moments with your breath here. Once again, feeling the strength, the quality. Noticing the thoughts, perhaps using that mantra again. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, fold back to the earth. Inhale, lengthen, look out, walk, step, jump, or float to plank. Second round of side plank. Try to maybe do something a little bit different. So the right hand moves to center, we open up. Maybe you stack, maybe you scissor, maybe you lift the top leg. Maybe tap for some obliques here. So we'll count it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to plank, press back down dog, reset. And then come forward, left side plank. Remember, the knee can be down, take as much as you want for a 10 count. Go ahead and count it out in your head. Downward facing dog. Add push-ups here for more. And if not, breathe. And if you need a little less, relax in child's pose. The left leg steps through. We cartwheel open to warrior 2. Sinking into front knee lunge, hips are open, shoulders are open. Sink in. Flip your front palm and then reach back. Exalted warrior. Side angle pose, hand to earth, block, or elbow to knee. Again, this top arm can stay in the sky or at your hip. We want to keep bending into front knee and opening out the shoulders, pressing through the back edge of your back foot. Breathe. Continue to breathe. Wherever you are in your practice, in your life, let that breath be healing for you. And then let's come back to warrior 2. Straightening out the front leg, stepping the back foot in about a footprint, reaching and leaning in for triangle pose, Trikonasana. And breathe, reach for the sky. Opening up the chest, opening up the hips, and breathe. Maybe you hover and hold here if you did it before. Maybe not. Moving through exalted triangle, reaching up and back. Noticing the breath. And then let's cartwheel the hands down, finding that head to knee pose. I love a block here or a book. Maybe stepping back up into the back tiptoe. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, letting this fold, feeling that back leg, and the breath. Always, always the breath with the movement. Relaxing that back heel down and taking the block inside the left foot, right hand down, left hand to hip for twist, twisted triangle. And we open the chest and heart as the triangle twists open, pressing through the outside edge of the back foot and stacking the shoulders. And breathe. Both hands come down and we step the feet together, top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway out. Exhale, let it go all the way down. And then inhale, rise again with a back bend. Hands come into heart center. We find the breath again. Inhaling and exhaling, nice and easy. Dancer pose, left hand up, right hand down, catch your foot. Knee to knee, this could be enough for you. If you want more, reach out, kick back. Again, hold on to something if that's appropriate. Really working that back quad and hip down. Feeling that energetic pull. And breathe. Keep kicking up and back and away. And stay with me, yogis. We're going to reach this back foot to the front hand. Either catch the foot or the knee for dancing Shiva. So dancer pose to dancing Shiva with your breath. Beautiful. Release whenever you're ready, mountain pose. Go ahead and take some movement here, whatever feels appropriate. I like to figure 8, move the body. Beautiful. Step the feet together again. This time the right hand reaches for the sky, left hand comes down and catches your foot. An option to stay right here. You can even hold on or lean forward, kick back. Try to keep the hips as square as you can and reach the hand out. For dancer pose, with the breath, keep kicking and reaching and breathing. Beautiful. Breathe. Breathe. And then let's bring that back foot to the front. Reach out for dancing Shiva. Catch the foot or the knee. And open up here. Find the breath. And breathe. When you release, back to mountain pose, and go ahead and find some movement here again. And back to mountain, top of your mat. Hands to your heart center. Taking just a few moments here to practice some gratitude in your life. Thinking about the things you're thankful for. Big things and small things. All things. Inhale, reach for the sky. And exhale, fold back down to the earth. Heel toe your feet apart to the edges of your mat, and then come down for squat. See if you can get your heels to tap to touch. Hands can come to prayer. If it's too much, we sit down, feet together, knees apart, bound angle. Remember, this practice is to move your body with your breath, connecting that body to breath and emptying the mind of thought. So we just come into whatever works. If you're still in the squat, stay there. Maybe you're practicing a crow pose, or you're adding in some opening arms or a bind even. And if you're not taking that, then seated forward fold, either in the bound angle or the legs straight apart. Noticing the quality of your breath and also any thoughts that might be coming into your mind's eye, allowing them just to gently float away. As they come, and just notice what they are, and that's usually what's bubbling up right under the surface. If you're not already there, sit down, feet together, knees apart, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, forward fold into that seated bound angle forward fold. Beautiful. Let's take your hands to your outside of your thighs and pull in for a little egg pose. Tuck your chin to your chest, forehead to your knees, and then round and curl in the spine, finding this little tiny ball in an egg pose and a cat stretch spine. Beautiful. We continue to breathe nice and easy and slow, and then we'll lower down to our back. And as you lower down, let's do it on a 10 count. So let's go down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands come behind your head, knees are bent. For a 20 count of crunches, yogis, lift your chin up your chest, chest to the sky, shoulder blades off the earth. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more, yogis. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands. Take your right foot, cross it over your left knee, and then let's take both hands up like you want to reach beyond your knee, and take another 20 crunches here for the obliques, coming up for 1, 2, I'll turn to the side a little bit, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can put your hand behind your head. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Last 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release down, and let's take recline pigeon. Keep the legs where they are. Find space underneath. Draw it in to your chest. This left leg can be straight up. I prefer mine bent, but you do what works for you. Pull it in gently with the breath. And then release your arms, release your foot, and turn this to a spinal twist, letting the legs go to the right, the arms come to a T, and the gaze to the left. Adding in another 20 crunches right here, straight up for 1. You count to yourself. 2, 3, 4. I'm at 10. And then we hug it in again. Maybe take a happy baby here, or maybe just roll around on your low back, really massaging that into the earth. Before we come to the other side, left foot over right knee, hands behind your head for 20 straight up. Let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, my abs are burning, yogis. Yours probably are too. Both hands come up, reaching beyond the knee. You can take one hand behind the head here for another 20. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 10 here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking the hands underneath the leg, drawing it in for a reclined pigeon. Reach the hands to draw the knees close. You feel this in the outside edge of the bent leg, the left leg, and gently draw it in and close. Feeling the breath, moving the body, emptying the mind, yogis. And we continue to breathe. Beautiful. Let's release those hands. Take both legs to the left. I'm going to move my block out of the way here. Really feeling that IT stretch and feeling that spinal twist. Arms come out to a T, look to the right. Knees to the left for spinal twist right here. And yogis, you know what's next, right? The last 20 crunches right here. Hands behind your head. And let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And go ahead and hug that in and take a few circles. And yogi's preparing for a back bend now. So go ahead and lay down on your back and either take that full wheel back bend or keep your knees bent for bridge pose. We'll do 2 of those with the breath. And then any other finishing postures that you feel like you might want to take, anything at all, whether it's an arm balance or you want to go upside down, or if you want to just simply lay there in Shavasana. Anything that feels right and comfortable, I invite you to do right now. I'm going to do a few supported bridges, and then we'll get together for a nice, quiet, slow breath meditation. So last finishing postures, again, bridge pose, wheel pose, plow pose, or any other pose that feels right to you, and the breath. So yogis, do what feels good now. Listen to your body. It knows what you need. Beautiful. And the breath. And the breath, and the breath, yogis. And maybe taking another spinal twist or whatever that it is that might feel right for you. And I'd like to read to you today's reading while you're finishing up your finishing postures and before we come into our final Shavasana. And so today we look and see what our lesson is. And today says, see life through the eyes of your soul. Once, this is the author speaking, once many, many years ago, I woke up in the middle of the night. Only it wasn't in bed sleeping. I was on the ceiling looking down at my body lying on the bed. I studied myself, a little surprised how unusual I looked from the outside. And the next thing I knew, I was back in bed, my soul reconnected with my body. And so this was an experience that led me to understand that I was more than a body. Much in life can cause us distress and discomfort when we look with our conscious mind. But if we look beyond what we can see on the surface, we'll begin to see with the eyes of our soul. The lessons run very, very deep, and often they take time to learn. We learn about power, we learn about love, we learn about courage, about faith, about saying goodbye, embracing deep love for ourselves and for others. So yogis, I encourage you to learn to see your life through the eyes of your soul. Experience all the emotions that are here, discover your truths, seek your peace. Let your soul lead you through the meadows and take you down deep into the valleys, for all of your experiences are just that, experiences. And so I encourage you and invite you to try to get out of your head sometimes. We spend a lot of time there thinking about everything, and sometimes we need to just be and live through the eyes of our soul. I invite you now to come to Shavasana, to a reclined position on your back or on your side. And I encourage you to close your eyes, come back to the rhythm of your breath. I encourage you to sit or lay down or lean against a wall. And I'm going to ask you to come to your breath, to the quiet of your breath. And so take these next few moments before you come back out of your practice for yourself to rest, to breathe, and just to be. And learn to trust and live through the eyes of your soul.